2019, I began planning for my 40th birthday dream surf trip to the Maldives for the summer of 2020. On March 12th, the first coronavirus-related activity restrictions were issued in the United States. On June 20th, the Maldives announced that starting July 15th, the borders would be reopened and resorts could resume their operations. Our flights were booked to depart on July 24th, 2020.
Yeah, but what if you don't pass the forehead test and they're going to take you somewhere else and do other tests?
Yeah.
Do they fucking detain you? Like, that sounds fucking gnarly.
And especially if it comes back negative and everybody else splits. And then they're like, all right, you're free to go.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that would suck.
So we're all in agreement that if one person gets sick, the rest of us are getting on the boat and we're going.
Yeah.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah.
How would you get home? I mean, they could keep you for 2 weeks, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, if you get sick, you're basically stuck wherever they want to stick you for 14 days.
Even if you're asymptomatic.
You
It's
guys
fine.
are all okay, like rolling the dice, like going into a situation like that? Like, that to me is the scariest part of this whole thing. I'm flabbergasted all of you guys are like hell-bent on charging forward with this thing. I've told you, my vote is to postpone to go next year when it seems like a sensible time to travel. I mean, I'm going on fishing trips here and people say, oh, my husband had COVID. I totally understand if you don't want to go fishing with us. Like you're going to catch a disease in the open air, in the sea, on a boat, much less like flying halfway around the world. Like, who knows what the fuck is going to happen?
July 11th, we collectively decide against going and postpone for next summer.
We've made it to DC. We've made it through security. The boards are checked. Richard is stoked.
Woo!
I think this might actually be happening. Freaking out.
10 years ago, we started talking about we need to get the guys together and do a big trip. Seriously talking about it 3 years ago. Planned 2 years ago, and then it got canceled.
Why'd it get canceled, Dave?
COVID, my man. We're back. That's all that matters.
Bogan, what's your stoke level right now?
I think like high, pretty high.
July 19th, 2021. Flying into the Maldives with a window seat feels like flying to Never Never Land. The colors are hypnotizing. Every shade of blue shimmers from the transition of deep to shallow and rings innumerable round stars of reef, sand, and occasional palms. Ocean swells bend, refract, and line all the island dots in the sea. This is why we are here, an aquatic playground, a place to show us that we are not old yet. We are still lost boys, a place to be Peter Pan again.
We're in the Maldives. On a boat. We're on a boat. We got boards. We got a bogan, and we got a country boy.
A handful of us arrived a couple days early so that we could go explore the mythical island of Lohis, which is just a short boat ride from the airport. As we approached the harbor that evening, we got our first glimpse of a reeling left-hander. Needless to say, the Stokosaurus was stoked. Lohis is a magical all-inclusive resort and a goofy footer's dream. And on the first morning when we woke up, well, Richard didn't sleep, but it was pumping.
July 20th. I wander the island all night, striving for the first glow of the sun to signal morning. After 3 days of travel and years of yearning, it is our time. At the first spark of maritime light, I wake up Cody, Dave, Jason, and Trevor. The waves are firing. Get up! I'll see you out there.
couple days later, we met up with the rest of the crew at the airport in Male to jump on a little prop plane down to the southern atolls. 10 dudes, 12 board bags. What could go wrong?
So we're currently 30 minutes late, and we just watched them drive away with almost all of our board bags. Super slotty surfing naked. Slotty surfing naked.
July 22nd. The Dash 8 aircraft was an uncomfortable ride, cramped and hot.
Cody's passed out, heat exhaustion. Julian's passed out from heat exhaustion.
Longer than expected. The twin propeller plane is not fast. We arrived at the southern atoll sticky and wet with a fresh gale blowing and only a couple surfboards. Not ideal.
Boards! Where we're going, we don't need boards!
Spirits are lifted as we motor to the Mojave, a motor yacht outfitted to look like a modern-day pirate ship.
We motored towards the first surf break that night, without boards and through a pretty nasty rain squall, and woke up the next morning to the cerulean waters of the Maldives. Although we don't have any boards and there's no waves, there's still plenty of magic and adventures to be had.
So we're gonna cut his hair every couple days. Here we go. Yeah, you look like Lord Farquaad for the trip. You look so stupid.
It's a cross between He-Man and Donovan Frankie right here.
You never looked better.
Still got more hair than you, Dave.
They're here. They made it.
While we kept ourselves distracted, the boards eventually arrived, just in time for the weather to clear and for us to get our first look at some of the dreamy waves of the outer atolls. One of the best parts of the trip was having our local guide Hoobs from the island of God Hadou. Hoobs is a champion surfer of the Maldives and shared his beautiful empty waves with us, always knowing which break to go to depending on the wind and the swell forecast, and was a class act above and below the surface of the water. We would eventually make our way back to Blue Bowls, but some foul weather moved in, so we decided to motor across to the other side of the southernmost atoll. It was a rough passage, but Chef kept us fed and kept the rum flowing, and we got to teach Hoobs a new card game.
Lightning bolts in it.
We motored overnight to the other side of the southernmost atoll, to one of Hoob's favorite breaks in the Maldives, Love Charms.
The only card I need is the ace of spades. The ace of spades. Playing for the high road, dancing with the devil, going with the flow. It's all a game to me. Snake eyes watching you. Double up or quit. Doubles take a split. The ace of spades. The ace of spades.
There's not many places left where you can pull up to a world-class wave and surf it by yourself with a handful of friends. I think Love Charms became one of our favorite waves of the entire trip. And although we would come back here on the last day, we would dream about this wave long after.
July 26. We motor to Love Charms and see a wave turn inside out on the outer reef. Expletives abound. Another swell peaks up, folds over, peels down the edge of the reef and shoots out a puff of smoke before it fades away into the deep water. These waves resemble the images we all love of cloud break. Even the reef edge and a small coconut palm fringed island on the inside lagoon resembles Taparua. No one is out.
Whoa. Go, boys. What?
That is monster.
Get in there. Woo!
Just as we were about to leave, Hoobs came flying back in the dinghy and showed us a video clip of Skiba on his phone getting absolutely drained on a shallow right-hand reef called Five Islands. By the time the rest of us got there, the tide had dropped and the sections had gotten too fast, but it was still fun to watch. It was time to say goodbye to Love Charms, get back to the boat, and continue exploring all of the empty reef passes around the southern atolls. Our next destination derived its name from the striations between the sand and the reef that extended out from the beach. This was Hoob's home break, called Tiger Stripes. And here he is, riding one of Richard's Grasshopper Zebra Stripe surfboards. Completely exhausted and with the dying swell, we decided to take a little break, do some diving, spearfishing. No matter where we stopped or where we put lines in the water, we were able to catch our dinner almost every night. We'd have a fresh catch and the chef would have a new recipe for us. It was pretty amazing. The next morning, we headed back to Blue Bowls for some regular footer right-handers. Yvon Chouinard, the founder of Patagonia, once said, "It's not an adventure until something goes wrong." And it was at this point in the trip when Richard, while trying to film while surfing, got sucked over the falls, dragged over the reef, ran over by Skiba, that things kind of started to go sideways.
July 27th, after a pretty severe encounter with the bottom and a disregarded surfboard, I limped back to the boat, defeated and cut up. I'm also developing a pretty nasty sinus infection. Pushing your body to its limits day after day eventually catches up with you, and I decide not to surf for the rest of the day. I missed some really beautiful waves at Blue Bowls, but the rest of the boys fully enjoyed it. I'm ready to get off this damn boat.
Like me in the background.
Somebody brought some good shots.
Seriously.
Julian, what are you bringing to disinfect wounds? He's like, what kind of wound are you talking about? I'm like,
Refresh.
I'm like,
Big bong.
Refresh with fucking actual microorganisms from the ocean.
We're like, thank God Kevin's prepared for life. We're pretty much in it.
someone needs to teach me how to backside barrel ride, so I don't just end up on the reef getting smoked.
Your Bogan Australia uniform is now complete with refresh.
With refresh.
Yes.
Scrub it, kook.
I self-medicate my injuries with a little too much rum and have a short, blurry night. You'll have to ask one of the other guys what was going on that night, but apparently involved a lot of fun at my expense, including Sharpie tattoos and interesting haircuts.
I fell asleep last night.
You did fall asleep.
I wasn't doing so good last night.
You're doing great last night.
You were doing amazing.
How are you feeling this morning?
I really embodied the new haircut last week.
So epic.
I like feel you guys doing that, and I couldn't move to stop.
The best part is you're passed out and you're like, I smell permanent marker.
What a horrible smell when you're like.
July 29th, awake from the sickness. While all that action did catch up with me and I've slept or been in a fog for the last 24 hours, I really want to get off this boat. We had motored over and anchored behind Tiger Stripes to post up for the day. Finally creeping out of the fog and decide to surf with the crew at Tiger Stripes. It's a little sloppy, but what a fun wave. It's nice to rinse off the last 24 hours. A day of glassy conditions at Tiger Stripes today is a real treat. There's some big barrels on the outside reef, and I chase them for a while but come up empty-handed. Jason and I sit way out the back and look for huge glassy wedging peaks to form up near us on the outer reef. The tides are too high for them to barrel, but they're an entry into a long snowboard ride all the way down the reef. Maybe I'd like to spend a few more days aboard the boat.
Needs to be in the spot. Yes, dog.
Similar to flying over here, we would have to have a negative COVID test within 48 hours to get on an airplane to fly home. So that night, we went ashore to Hoob's home island of Gatineau.
A medical truck pulls up in the marina parking lot. This is very weird. The technician is covered head to toe in Tyvek, has a plastic face shield, and she must be miserable in this tropical night. She pushes the nose swabs up our nose and all the way to our brain.
Got it? No?
We all have a fun time laughing at whoever is up for torture at the moment.
Gag like that the other night.
I'm not good at that. That is not my skill set.
Oh, she didn't get it?
I know.
She didn't get it.
So long. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there.
Come on, man. Oh my God, dude.
You have to. You have to. Snipe it.
Is it good?
Like, really.
I can't stop, Trevor. I got your back, bro. It's terrible.
Yeah, big boy.
Do your happy dance. Do your happy dance.
Like this. He goes,
How was that? You all right?
Dude, I think they got a little bit of eye goo. Maybe some brain matter.
Sweating.
I am sweating. I am sweating.
Early the next morning, we made our way back over to Love Charms for one last session before we said goodbye to these magical islands. After surfing pumping waves all day, our legs, our arms, and our shoulders were burning, and you just want one more.
July 31st. The sun is setting on the last day of our surf trip. Remember when I said I wanted off the boat? Well, I don't want off the boat anymore. I want another day, and another, and another. August 1st, we fly the Dash 8 back to Male. This one's cleaner, not as hot, thankfully, but Cody gets an ominous Instagram message from Hoops. Bad news. Trevor and Jason tested positive for COVID. Hearts sink. Everyone's confused. Are the results accurate? Can we get another test? Does everyone on the boat have to quarantine? Everyone with a negative test result is advised to get on the earliest flight out of the Maldives. Escape from Mali. We all get out, except Trevor and Jason. They have a different fate.
Arrived back here in Male today, and me and Trevor tested positive for COVID. And I think the Ministry of Foreign Health Ministry, somebody is gonna come take us and put us somewhere for 2 weeks. There are worse places you can be stuck. I guess we don't have a choice, and it could be a lot worse. I'm vaccinated, so I feel fine. Trevor feels fine. That's good.
So the Maldivian government just contacted us and told us that we're going to Fun Island.
To Fun Island? Who doesn't want to go there, right?
It's the COVID quarantine facility. I wonder if it'll be any fun. How are you feeling?
I am on the borderline of like my third panic attack. Phone call with my wife was really difficult. Probably one of the more difficult phone calls I've ever made. And yeah, we're just waiting on, I don't know if someone's going to come kick the door in or if they're going to come and go, "Hello, sir, we'd like to take you to Fun Island." I'm hoping it's the latter. We'll see.
We're about to have so much fun.
It's going to be amazing. Oh.
The adventure continues.
The adventure moves on.
Chapter fucking 4.
There's the old Silverback and the Trip Dog here and the Quarantine Mobile doing a little open air transport to our boat.
It's hard to put into words the roller coaster of emotions we went through. It was a dizzying mind game. From making those phone calls home to our spouses, listening to Trevor's kids cry on the other end of the line, wondering how the two of us, amongst a boat of 15 people over 14 days, were the only ones to get COVID. Or even the scarier thought of what if we began to show symptoms, actually get sick, and then be stuck here indefinitely without our friends or our families. We did our best to remain calm and not panic, approach the situation thoughtfully and methodically, with a dose of humor and optimism, not really fully aware of the mental and emotional toll that it would have on us.
There's velociraptors.
We had a lot of questions swimming around in our heads and not a whole lot of answers, but here we were, on Fun Island.
Zombie apocalypse, day 2. Biohazard team has arrived, taking vitals.
Each morning they'd come and take our temperature, heart rate, blood pressure, and leave us a couple aspirin.
So far, patient's normal.
Although we never exhibited any symptoms of COVID, we were stuck there with a host of other international travelers who were also asymptomatic but tested positive before trying to leave the country. In a space a little less than the size of a football field, on the backside of one of the random atolls, where there were no waves, but a fringing outer reef and a volleyball net, is where we would spend the next 2 weeks.
Day 3, quarantine on COVID Island, also known as Fun Island. I'm exploring boundaries. As you can see here, they've roped us in, either to protect us from the velociraptors or to protect the velociraptors from us. I'm not sure. Let's go find out. You can see from the claw marks, it's some sort of wild animal has been here. And in fact, it looks like
Possibly another post has been stuck in the ground to prevent us from walking around it.
The thought did cross our mind. What if we just got on our boards and started paddling? Would anybody come out to stop us? How far would we have to paddle? But we also realized we are still in the Maldives and we could try to at least enjoy ourselves a little bit. So we went and did a little snorkeling, only to discover why no one had tried to swim away. I'm usually pretty comfortable around sharks, but something was different about these ones. First there was one, acting a little aggressive. Then there were two, and then there were three, and then there were four, and they kept getting bigger, and they kept getting closer, and they did not seem to like that we were there. Or maybe they did. They must have confused me for this guy.
All right, so we made a little adventure calendar. We're gonna mark day 1.
Day 1.
Day 2.
Day 2.
And what day are we on?
Day 3 has been marked. And we are moving forward to day 4.
Dosing us.
Dosing.
You may have COVID, but we're just gonna go ahead and give you cancer while you're quarantined.
Beach cleanup, day 1.
Puffed rice, bubble wrap, plastic bottle, energy drink, plastic bag, medicine bottle, labels, rope, fishing line, coffee, glove, bottle caps, microplastics, toothbrush, syringe, straws,
Worn down lighter.
and a lighter. Terrible.
Yeah.
Day 4, quarantine. Woke up this morning, found a coconut, cut the top off. About to have some fresh coconut. Maybe the only nutritious thing we have today besides the white bread mystery meat with the crust cut off sandwich.
Street meat. Scary stuff. Rotted meats on the daily menu. I mean, that's green right there. Look at that.
Even Trevor won't eat the meat.
Nope, I won't eat the meat. I don't.
That's saying something.
It's true.
But for now, nature's meat.
Coconuts. Coconuts.
The island provides us with the tools necessary to open coconuts. Let me show you. Oh yeah. Javi's knows.
It's good, it's good. Oh.
Cheers it up. Refreshing morning drink. Thank you, nature.
Fresh coconut. Open.
Compliments, J-Dog.
Breakfast.
Thank you, sir.
Day 4.
Wilson? Wilson! Wilson! No, Wilson! Wilson! No. Almost there. Sort of.
Day 6, little change of scenery.
It's screwing up our calendar, man.
No, not the calendar!
The calendar's going. There goes Wilson.
Not all sunny days here at
Fun Island. It is fun. The food is good.
We're having so much fun. We're having fun. The food is delicious. It's great. So much fun.
It's pretty gnarly outside right now.
Raining. Well, windy, but we're gonna go do a surf check.
It's one thing to be stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by reef sharks, but then a storm arrives, further isolating us in a tiny room. Cabin fever set in, and it was at this point that it's safe to say the screws started to loosen.
Pumping.
If they hadn't already.
Jay has lost it. It's actually hit the point of no return. He wants to go surfing in a hurricane.
He's on! Whoa! Shit. Refresh! He's lost it. Straight up lost it. We're there. Day 6, we're there. Oh, the funny! Yes! That one!
Definitely hit the reef on the inside.
Took a solid header.
Trevor, a little antibacterial wipe on the refresh back there.
There we go.
Down. Down.
Richard, I know your pain, buddy. I know your pain now.
We are on the eve of day 7, halfway through.
Oh, shit, boy!
I needed this. This right here, this is our daily win.
This is the first time I've had ice cream in months. Months. This is the best ice cream I've ever had in my life. This is amazing. Made it to day 7 after a hurricane last day or so. Yes. Our palm fronds got blown away, so we made a more stable structure. Party night. Got my party shirt on. Got my Mai Tai cocktail. And we got pizzas. Pizza. Our friend Trevor here has made an amazing discovery while searching for our COVID calendar show.
Doug. Until we found the last remaining victim of COVID from this island. I'm just kidding. A dolphin. Here's its blowhole. There's its ear bone. Found several vertebrae. Unfortunately, the rest of it's stuck underneath the palm tree. Couldn't dig any further. But it's a pretty awesome discovery. Definitely a highlight of day 8.
Day 8.
Natural history is taking shape.
Day 9. High noon. 50 sit-ups, 50 push-ups, quarter-mile swim, 1-mile run. It's hot out there. Running was a bad choice. How's your knee?
A gummy.
Gummy knees. Day 9.
In the heat.
Gummy knees.
We're not crazy yet, but we're getting close.
We're not crazy. Not at all. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. And maybe we both test positive for COVID too. Howdy, neighbor. It's a beautiful day here on day 11. We're having a good old time just cleaning up, keeping the domestic chores in check. I've got my surfboard all ready to go. 'Cause you know what, kids? It could be pumping out there. It's probably not because there's no waves at all, but it could be. Always gotta be prepared. Oh, look, here comes one of our neighbors now. Well, hello. It's Mr. Trevor. Hi, Mr. Trevor. I hope your neighbors are as good as ours. From Nigeria to Spain to France to the Ukraine. We got neighbors from all over. Here on COVID Island, also known as Fun Island. Yeah. All right, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
They tell us the food is good. You like the food.
What do you mean the food's only good? It's great.
You are happy. You would like this place. It is very nice.
Happy. We're all great. It's fun.
And soggy.
Day 13. 13's my lucky number. Because it's the Spaniard's birthday.
And we got cake! Feliz cumpleaños, Ismael!
Day 13. Ending with an epic sunset. An epic rainbow.
Jason's going full savage. This man ran 2 miles, probably swam about, I'd say probably close to 500 yards.
Half a mile.
100 push-ups, 100 crunches, and then walked up to me like, all right, I'm feeling good. It was scary. Shit's going sideways here. I'm feeling it.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. You don't get used to that. It's great.
Round 2. Here we go, buddy. Let's do it again. Get it. Deeper. Deeper. That's the worst one I've ever had in the nose, man.
Nija, it was great.
Day 14. Fuck, we've been here a long time. We go home tomorrow. Stoked. Actually, we're not going home tomorrow. Tomorrow's Trevor's birthday, and we have one more day before our flight. So we are going to Lougheed. One more surf. Had to get one more surf in. We are back. Happy birthday to you. You are a fucking cunt. We're stoked to be back in Lougheed. And fuck the rest of you guys who left us here. You say see you soon. You never know how soon that's gonna be. Fare thee well, COVID Island. Get fucked. Somehow we've made it. We made it past the inept guards. We've jumped through all the hoops, paid all the taxes, filled out all the forms. And we're going home, bro. We're going home. Maybe we're still not there yet. I'll get back to you in 2 days.